Good day, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Mobile VR Reviews. I'm your host, Guy Manspeed, and today we're looking at Micro Machines VR Racing for the Gear VR. Micro Machines VR Racing was created by veteran developers Codemasters and was released December 1st, 2016 on the Gear VR store, where it is available for $9.99. The game is an update of the classic Micro Machines racing games from the 90s, and versions of this game are available for iOS and Android as well. The gameplay in Micro Machines VR Racing is pretty straightforward. You race through 7 cup competitions comprised of a total of 42 race events. There are 16 distinct tracks and 5 different race modes, so the events don't get too repetitive. Across those 7 cup competitions, you'll have access to 35 different vehicles, with some being unlocked by completing a cup, but most being purchased with the coins you've won. The vehicles have different speed, handling, and weight characteristics, and while it is noticeable, your choice of vehicle isn't crucial to winning. Like many cartoonish racing games of this sort, you can also pick up power-ups or weapons during the race to help yourself or hinder your opponents. The races are short, with each lasting between 1 and 2 minutes, and the difficulty level ranges from easy to intermediate. It shouldn't take you more than 2 hours to finish all 7 cups, plus another hour or 2 maximum to get 3 stars on all the tracks. There's no multiplayer support like there is in the iOS and Android versions, so once you've played through the 7 cups, that's it. It's definitely fun while it lasts, but it's all over a little too soon for the price of admission. But there's a bigger issue here. Why was this game even released on the Gear VR? Most games make at least some use of virtual reality. Even third-person platformers have you looking around to solve puzzles. In Micro Machines VR Racing, you're always looking down at the tabletop, desktop, counters, or billiards table. You might as well be looking at a screen. There's no reason to look anywhere else, and the surrounding room is quite ugly and low-res anyway. The game supports Gamepad and touchpad controls, although if you expect to have fun using the touchpad, you'll be disappointed. Touchpad controls employ a look-to-drive scheme with the accelerator always pressed. It works, but it's maddeningly frustrating. The gamepad controls are much better and actually allow you to drive the cars with quite a bit of precision, including some sliding moves. The graphics are decent for a mobile title, but I don't think there was much optimization done for the Gear VR. First, the cars are tiny. Yes, I know they're Micro Machines, and they probably look fine on a high-res smartphone screen, but here they're so small they're mostly obscured by the screen door effect. All Gear VR games have the screen door effect, the consequence of magnifying a screen so close to your eyes, but it seems much worse in this title. However, the tracks themselves look great and are sufficiently detailed. Second, the game is monoscopic. That is, both eyes are receiving the same images and there's no sense of depth. You're basically just playing on a big flat video screen. This doesn't take away from the fun, but it does take away from the experience. Again, why is this game in VR? The sound is done well enough, as is to be expected from a developer like Codemasters. The tracks have different music and sound effects, and each of the cars has a distinct engine sound. Nothing outstanding, but definitely befitting of a smartphone game. Regarding comfort, I experienced no motion sickness, nor do I expect anybody would. That's because this isn't really a VR game, it's a 360-degree video. The action is relatively far away, you move slowly with your car, the graphics are monoscopic, and the action all happens directly in front of you. And while it may be comfortable to play, it is definitely not immersive. It just feels like playing a PS2 or mobile game on a big low-res screen. There's no sense of presence, and I never felt like reaching out and touching the cars. For the 2 or 3 hours the game offered, I had fun. Multiplayer definitely would have added to the replay value, but I can say that for most games on the Gear VR store. Is it worth the asking price? No, it's not. It's partly the short playtime, but I might be able to look past that if there was some reason for this game being in VR. And that's what's most disappointing. It's just a mobile title ported to the Gear VR. I recommend saving your $10 and not buying this. There are a lot of immersive titles available for the Gear VR. This just isn't one of them. Thanks for watching. Got something to say about this video? An opinion of the game itself, or VR in general? Leave a comment to let me know what you think. And if you like what you saw, and you want to see more of this, hit the like and subscribe buttons. Remember, there's a new video every week. Hope to see you again soon. Bye for now.